let's find out what your spirit messages are for 2023. We'll start with the Fantasy Cat Oracle deck. Sleeping. Let's see if that comes up. Resting, it wanted to be seen. Alright, energy for last year. And energy for this year. Oh, and look what we got. We got the sleeping at the bottom of the deck. A card of resting. It's okay to rest. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to rejuvenate. You are protected. Energy from last year. Following your intuition. Very interesting, dreaming. And this year your energy is watching, observing, waiting, seeing something coming in the So dreaming number 3 is about an action is imagine. Imagining, and advice is follow your intuition. So last year you were dreaming. You're picking up on cues and your intuition. And then we have number 11. So we have 3 and we have 11. Watching, observe, and the advice, that's the action, and the advice is more information is needed. So let's find out more. Capricorn. We'll start with the Light Seers Tarot. Boy, your cards just want to be seen. The Fool, 2 of Wands, the Hanged Man, and Strength. Yeah, maybe there's the watching, the Hanged Man. Let's see if these play out. Needing to see something, needing more information. Just observe. It's a lot of power in just observing and being patient and waiting for the right time, obviously. So again, we'll start with the Light Seers Tarot. We're going to do the 7 directions based on the 4 great powers within, and the 7 directions, which is mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, above, below, within. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, shoot. I just realized my dog is still outside. Hold on, please. What? Boy, your cards just keep wanting to flip over and tell a story. Yeah, there's something that's why Eight of Swords, something that needs to be seen, experienced, a shift in perception, some new information. Very interesting. All right, pardon me one moment. I'm going to go let my poor little hoochie mama, let her inside. All right, thank you. Capricorn. I'm sorry about that. I just saw the Queen of Pentacles. I feel this shift in who you are, Capricorn. From your previous readings, there's almost like this soul-searching energy, this restless energy, this feeling of being in a vacuum and not really in that in-between space. If you know what I mean. That in-between space between the past and the old. And this is probably why the advice of imagine and following your intuition, because you're being led by your higher self to where you want to go. Your higher self, your spirit team, knows what's truly within you, what your gifts are, what your soul plan, divine plan, blueprint is. And they're going to help you achieve it. And how they do that is guiding you through, guiding you through your intuition to show you the way. And King of Wands, bottom of the deck. So we have the Light Seer's Tarot. Now we'll move on to the Queen of the Moon Oracle for guiding through lunar and seasonal changes. Working with moon energy is very important, especially you with earth energy and the relationship between the earth and the moon and water, our emotions. But it's not time yet. There's something that you, again, in your readings, it has been coming up. There's something that you need to receive. There's something that that is going to click the light on. So keep following, 2022 going into 2023 here with the dreaming. Imagine. But you are being guided by your spiritual team, whether you know it or not. So the more that you tune in and follow your intuition, you're going to be led right to where you need to be. Bottom of the deck. Yep, self-reflection. Here we go. That Eight of Swords. Something you need to be yours to see about yourself. Bottom of the deck. Self-reflection. It's time to open to larger possibilities about yourself. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools that we can have, because everything isn't everybody else. We have to take accountability for those times that it's us, and we have to know how to clean out our closets. And again, this is that Eight of Swords, that reflection in the mirror. There's something that we're not seeing. So we don't have the whole truth. We don't have the whole truth of ourselves. Capricorn. And you have on the bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. This is going to be the year. The King of Wands, this particular deck, it's like, let's go out and build a world of light. King of Wands is powerful. He's magnetic. He's attractive. A male or female. It could be a King of Wands in your life. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And also notice there's a runic symbol on his staff. Feel free to look up that runic symbol if you feel so inclined. There's also an image of a salamander on his shirt and a lion in the background. Salamanders are fire beings, and they represent your authority, taking in your spiritual, your power, your authority. His staff is crowned with a crown of light. Of fire. This is creative energy, creative force. This is going out and doing it, creating it, making it happen, being in your power, being in your strength. Very creative energy. And this is going to be the year that you're going to, it's that vacuum is necessary. Okay. And I know it's not always comfortable, but it is very necessary. Bottom of the deck for you, Capricorn. Yep. Your divine blueprint, your divine plan, your soul contract, the record keeper. So in the north position, which is where this is our mental energy, where our choices, our wisdom. We have the Stargate of Orion, which is about becoming more of a light body. This is about being with light kind. This is becoming more of a light body, a kind of an ascension. This is, definitely with your intuition here with the dreaming. This is the energy of, there are messages on the other side of the Stargate from ancestors, from loved ones, from your spirit team. But the Stargate of Orion is about spending time with water, drinking more water, spending time next to water in nature, even for some of us taking showers, sometimes in baths, cleansing our auric field with the water. But we have extremes. And this is the hot moon is, I believe, a moon, want to say it's a full moon around June. You can check and see when the full moon. So this might also be signifying a time, but this is about, your emotional energy and your emotional maturity. The Stargate of Orion represents you growing more mature and more balanced in your emotional body. And the extremes card is about, having grace and choosing balance, choosing to stay calm during times of extremes, times of challenge, times of adversity, which is actually what we learn and grow from the most. And we seem to have this negativity towards growing, let me take that back, not growing, but we grow from the dark and the light, hence the yin and yang, hence the duality. We learn from the darkness just as much as we do the light. There is no guarantee that you're not going to have challenges, adversity, extremes. It's about how you handle them emotionally, your emotional maturity, how you deal with them. That teaches us. It's the darkness has to be there just as much as does the light. Otherwise, what will we learn? And as the record keeper is here, Earth is said to be a school. A place that we have contracted, we have water energy under that with stillness, and grandmother moon, which also has water energy. So there's a lot of emotional energy that's affecting your mental and your mental energy, your mental focus, choices that you're making. But it's looking like there's this emotional intelligence that you're gaining and learning how to deal with extremes. Because when we are challenged, if we flip out and freak out, as opposed to staying calm and balanced and staying in our grace and using our faith to know that this too shall pass. There will be being open in your intuition, watching and observing for solutions. I really feel with this watching and observing, the divine is about to show you something. Right? And we have the magician. Yeah. Major arcana, straight out the gate. This is about you using your emotional power to deal with extremes. This is the answer. You have the power. That's so beautiful. Ooh. Let's get another candle. So you have a lot of there's a lot of power for you in your emotional energy. I actually got a little wax on my card. No worries. There we go. There's a lot of emotional power for you. This is we're going to come back and read that. Let's go on to the East position, which is your spiritual self, where you get your guidance and your illumination. And we have Keeper of the Light. And this, I love this card. This is a card about, one, spending time in nature, keeping your heart open so that you can receive. Your heart is where that stargate, where your emotional energy comes through. These low vibrations on earth, we are the stargates that allow low vibrations in through our hearts, higher vibrations. And this is about keeping your own light. And this is a card of depression and using tools to get yourself out of a depression, out of an experience. So, it talks about, I think, Native American culture, and when someone would be down or depressed, the shaman would say, well, when was the last time you danced? When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you did something you really enjoyed that made you happy? When was the last time you kind of just sat in silence and opened yourself to emotional guidance? When was the last time, and this is a card of really spending time in nature. And I find that it works for me. Like if I'm feeling very, unfocused, unclear, just a walk in the forest preserve, or a walk in the park, or just sitting outside under a tree for a little while brings you back into balance, because nature is in balance. And we have the number 33 here as well. So keeping your own light, keeping your heart open. And we have trust. Wow. Trust this is a card with such positive energy and happy energy. And this is about trust. The universe is saying that you can trust yourself. You can trust your own heart. This is a card again of joy and celebration. And then that self-trust is the foundation for all other trust. If you don't trust yourself, it makes it kind of hard to move through life and make decisions and start relationships. Yeah, look, major arcana again. Wow, huge energy shifts here for you this year, Capricorn. You have justice. Trust that it's all going to work out. Trust, number one, that truth is on your side, that the truth will be revealed. The truth will come out. Something is going to work out in your favor. So Spirit is asking you to trust in that and have faith in that. And keep your spirits up. Keep your spirits bright. Spend time in nature. Do things that make you have fun. Don't allow the darkness or the extreme that you're dealing with. Don't allow it to overcome you. Don't allow it to have emotional power over you. You control this situation by remaining in your power, by being graceful, remaining in your grace, staying calm. I mean, what's the first rule in any emergency? Any emergency. Stay calm. So in the South position, which is your emotional energy, your heart energy, your innocence, we have the third eye chakra. See? I'm telling you right now, I've been feeling it for you for such a since last year, Capricorn. This is an awakening. This is heightened sensitivities. This is you starting to see with something with your spiritual eye. That's why it's saying observe. There's a spiritual side of yourself that is going to open. Something is definitely blossoming within you. And it has to do, and again, you have the Stargate messages coming in. Balance. And there's balance with the new moon, with the two crescents, the waxing and waning moon energy, and the new moon. It also suggests balance, and you have this balance again, which goes with the extremes card, using heart and mind balance, logic and intuition. Not letting anything pull you too far to the left or too far to the right, Queen of Wands. This is a rebirth. This is an awakening for you. We got Libra here with the Justice card. We have the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. But this is a rebirth process. Something is coming into balance for you, and it has to do with your emotional energy, your feelings, how you deal with things, not only emotionally, but spiritually. And this is very powerful. And again, you're being asked to trust. Trust in this divine plan. Some of you may have something to do with music or writing. If you look and see, there's books, there's a library underneath the geometry, and then at the top, it's really hard to see, there's musical notes. So there may be messages, clues, epiphanies, revelations for you in knowledge, in books, poetry, or songs, music. There's something that's going to spark, and if it's not that for you, some of you need to write. That's your divine plan. Some of you need to make music. Some of you, your voice needs to be heard. So in the physical, we have, in the West position, we have the physical. This is your introspection. This is your body. This is the action that you take. And we have Moonflower. Yep. With the moon energy, and if there's something within you is opening. And the Moonflower is about those who shine brightest in the darkness. And look, if you can, as you can see, the third eye energy with the owl here. And this is just I love this card, the Moonflower. I just want to get the energies of that. The Moonflower is excelling under pressure. Yep. With the extremes there, excelling under pressure, stepping out of the darkness, and an unexpected awakening. Yeah. This is what you're going to see this year. You're asking to just be patient and trust that this too shall pass. Stay calm and trust that you're going to see what you need to see. You're going to have the shift in perspective that you need to see. But this is, yeah, an unexpected awakening. And this is a card about those who shine brightest in the darkness. The stars can be seen when it is dark, right? Yeah, I love it. Another 8. You got 2 8s here. Do we have any other 8s? I don't see, but we have 88 here. In the path, it's time to walk your path. This is about the divine illuminating a path for you along the way, that it's time for you to walk in your path. And don't worry about who, what, when, where, why. Just watch, just observe, and follow your intuition, and let the divine show you its magic by opening a way that in the form and way that only the divine can, which is why we work in co-creation with the divine. Oh my, we have 3 major arcana here. My dear one, we have the Empress. It's time to walk your path, and we have the Empress. Shut the front door, Capricorn. This is going to be a big year for you. Something unexpected this year. An unexpected awakening. The Empress, the 7-7 energy, the Midas touch, the return of flow, of creativity, of ideas, of fertility. So for those of you looking to start a business or a new project, this is the year. The Empress is here. This is a card of extreme abundance. This is a card of also self-care, self-love. Nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, being gentle for yourself. But this is the return. The Empress is telling you that this is a very fertile, creative. And then you have the King of Wands and you have the Queen of Wands in your reading. The Queen of Wands, discovering your magic and your power. This is this unexpected awakening here with the third eye chakra. And you have the Empress. Again, the flow of creativity, of ideas, projects, businesses. It's time. This is the year. And that's why they're asking you to trust and to keep your heart open, and to, because it's all going to work out in your favor. Some of you might be dealing with a lawsuit, a divorce, some kind of legal battle with the extremes here, but justice is here, which means it's going to work out. And again, and you can see the balance with the Justice card, and you also got the Balance card. Something, and I really believe it's this emotional energy, which is, let's read the Stargate of Orion. Freedom of expression, emotional intelligence, and like-minded connections. This mandala has come to remind you of the stardust that creates your very being. The Stargate within this mandala is a direct entry point to travel within the Orion constellation. Surrounding the Stargate are symbols that send forth light codes to further awaken your crystalline being. And there it is. This card indicates that you are an advanced initiate on your path. Wow. Oh, yes. The path. The path. By advanced, this mandala simply suggests that your physical self has become more of a light body. You may utilize this mandala to contact the Orion constellation through meditation. There are beings there who are ready and willing to assist you in your evolution should you choose to make this journey. Finally, and if when you look on the other side of the Stargate, it's like almost like there's an angel or somebody or something waiting for you to reach out. Finally, this mandala always in perfect power and protection, right? And discernment. Finally, this mandala asks you to connect with the water elements both physically and energetically. Connect physically by swimming in natural water sources and increasing your pure water intake. On an energetic level, there is much for you to master with the water elemental, so take the time to connect through the below meditation. And I saw someone in a hot spring. I saw someone in a hot spring. This is, yeah, there's definitely an awakening. The path, it's time for the path. And that's why Spirit is asking you to trust on the other side in the spiritual energy. It's the trust that the path will open. Don't focus on how. Don't focus on who, what. Just trust and keep your light bright. From above, we have a new path. Assessing your position. It's time for a new direction. The 4 directions, which is also based on the 4 great powers within, which we're doing here now with the as aboves, the below, above, below, and within. So it's time. It's time for a new direction. It's time for you to choose a new path. Yeah, because growth. It's time to grow. And you have grown, right? You have grown. And so therefore, you know, a lot of times depression and that kind of stagnancy or staticness or what's the other word I'm looking for? I'm seeing 8 of Swords. That energy, that kind of it's because it's time to grow. It's time for a new direction. It's time for a new path. Where you're at now no longer serves you. You've learned what you needed to learn, and now it's time to grow. Above, yep. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's time to go, honey. It's time. It's time for you to grow. Wow. How powerful, Capricorn. It's time. And usually depression, for those of you who are resident, which most of us have gone through depression. There are some people who say I've never been depressed, and God bless those people. and they are definitely keepers of the light. But depression usually means that you're ready for something new and you're ready to grow, and that stagnancy, that stuckness, that vacuum comes from, you know, not realizing that it's time for something new. It's time for a new path. And this is what's coming from above, right? Below. Yep, self-discovery. And there it is. This card has such positive, joyful, celebratory energy. And it's a 10. Something is going to come full circle. The third eye chakra was number 36, which is a 9. This cycle is coming to a completion. You have grown. And now it's time for this awakening. You have walked life and learned and experienced enough, and now it's time for this. It's time for you to awaken to your true power, and we have self-discovery here. A quickening. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's self-mastery. I just want to see the energies of the self-discovery, which is fresh perspective, the wisdom of experience, and a shift in values. And here's the shift coming from above with the Knight of Swords. A shift in values. Wow. Because when you have this shift with this card here, you know, this is the year. It's coming. You're going to see that shift. This is amazing. This is personal growth. This is self-discovery. See, and it keeps coming up. It's been in your readings. There is something about yourself, your higher abilities and gifts, your emotional energy that you're going to see. And we not only do we have trust now, but we have surrender. Trust and surrender. Another 8. 26 is here twice, which is an 8. So we have 888 energy here. We have the Empress, which is 777 energy. The Midas touch. That's what the Empress represents, the Midas touch. And the surrender is about surrendering, allowing the universe to assist you, surrendering to what you're seeing and observing, surrendering that which is more than you can handle, and allowing and trusting the universe will co-create with you and will bring you the solution. Yeah, Page of Wands. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Wow. And there it is, the flow of ideas, and you know, the Empress energy, the flow of identity, the flow of light, in the emotional energy, the flow of ideas, the flow of creativity. This is excitement. This is joy. And if you look, she has the salamanders all over her jeans, all over her pants. They're asking you to surrender and stop resisting and fighting. And this is below. So within, we have the Lakota tribe. Your loyal friendships, your people, your community, your ancestors, all those that support you. And we have release. Release, freely release what you no longer need. This is part of that growth. This is part of that Knight of Swords energy. This is moving forward. I freely release what I no longer need. Another 9 here. So we have 8, 9, and 10 here. I said 10 because we have, what was the number? We have 10 with the self-discovery, right? Which shows a completion. A 10 is a completion, an ending and a new beginning. You release the 1, you start back at 0. Release it. And we have Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy, the Wheel of Fortune. A new cycle, a new beginning, a new time of good luck, good fortune. Some of you with this Justice card here, something is going to work out for you financially. If these extremes that you're dealing with have to do with finances or some kind of legal, something is going to definitely turn in the wheel is going to turn in your favor. Justice is here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. You have a king, a queen, a knight, and a page. I feel like a lot of assistance, a lot of energy. And this is your power is in this emotional energy. This emotional shift, this light body activation. Wow. So release it because you're moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It's the end of this cycle. And that's a huge shift. Wow. I don't think that you yet know how, and it's funny that we have the sleeping card, right? That was on the bottom of the deck, and there's going to be an awakening. Out of a slumber into your divine blueprint, into who you are, Capricorn. And that's beautiful. There's just this energy of weight. The divine is going to show you something, and they're asking you to trust, and they're asking you to surrender your fears, your doubts, any problems or extremes that you're dealing with. Surrender it. And how do you surrender it? You surrender it by saying, I have no idea what the answer to this is, so I'm going to give this to my higher self, my spirit team, the divine, to send me the answers, and I'm going to trust that that you will respond. I'm going to trust in the universe, and I'm going to allow, surrender and allow. The answer, the solution, the wish, the dream, the miracle. But I will tell you that there is definitely, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the Empress. That's some serious abundance. Some of you, again, you might be going through some kind of lawsuit or legal battle. And some of you, straight up, you may win some money. You may come into some money. Or this might be, a successful year to start a new business, a new project, to move forward on an idea. Because again, you have the King and Queen of Wands here. You have the Page of Wands. This is all creative force, creative energy, inspiration, divine spark. So I love it, Capricorn. Your animal totem card is the dog. Which is funny, right? Because I left my dog. I came out and I forgot to let my dog back in, and she was out in the yard. That's not a coincidence. And that's why the divine is asking you to watch and observe and start paying attention, because there's something very subtle that you're not seeing, or you might just be dismissing. It's like when the reason, and this is the whole reason why, one of the reasons, many reasons why I do what I do, but is one of the most important, is that we call for divine guidance, we call for help, we call for answers, and then we block those answers because we don't believe, because we don't trust. And we don't see those answers. We don't observe those answers. Like the butterfly lands on his shoulder as a confirmation, that story. And, the person who's asking for guidance and help just brushes the butterfly away and is like, wow, are you listening to me, God? Are you listening to me, universe? And the butterfly was the confirmation, right? Same with that story about how the people there was a flood and 3 attempts. The first, there was a boat, a neighbor came by and was like, come on, come with us. And they're like, no, we're going to wait for Jesus. And they're like, all right. And then the water gets up to the roof, and they're sitting on the top of the roof, on top of like the front porch roof. And, the rescuers come by and they're like, no, we're waiting for Jesus. Jesus is coming. And then they send a helicopter when they're on the top of the house on the roof. And the helicopter comes to save them. And they say, no, we're waiting for Jesus. So they die. And when they get to heaven, they're like, Jesus, what happened? And Jesus is like, I sent 2 boats and a helicopter on me. What did you want? That's the point. They are sending you help. Knight of Swords is help is on the way. It's time to go save the day. right? So they're sending you help. You have to surrender and allow it, and you have to accept it. A lot of these messages will come from you sitting and spending time meditating in nature, spending time doing things that you love to do, that you enjoy. Reading, listening to music, again with the record keeper here. So we have dog, which is devotion, protection, and service. Dogs have been the domesticated companions and servants of humans. They have also frequently been sacrificed for the benefit of a master or group. Northwest Native American myths describe dogs carrying out various tasks for the glory of their masters. Western Himalayan peoples annually sacrifice dogs to protect themselves against disease or misfortune. In the mountainous regions of Japan, villagers would importune? Never heard that word. Importune, the gods for black, rain-filled clouds by sacrificing a black dog. Interesting, kind of dark. So, you know, a dog is your animal totem for this message for you. So be aware, observe, follow your intuition, your inner guidance as this year, as you interact with dogs. Pay attention. You may have a dog, you might have an interaction with a dog. But it's interesting because if you look at the imagery, right? Looks like there's a moon in the back. Okay. There's a woman here, and her eyes are covered, and there's an eye on the other side of the veil. I'm just curious, you know, about the sacrificing dogs for protection. Why that was such a theme, but we have devotion, protection, and service. I really feel this energy is letting you know that you are protected. You have the Knight of Swords here. You have the Justice here. You have trust here. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for you. Again, the sacrifice part. Maybe this relates to you yourself, Capricorn. Sacrificing yourself for others, sacrificing your humanity for others. I mean not sacrificing your humanity, sacrificing. And look, oh wow. The dog has a third eye. And it looks like there's another eye here. And the dog has a third eye. Can you clarify the dog animal totem for us? Gratitude. 8 of Pentacles. Well, it's earth energy, Capricorn. The only pentacles that came out in the entire reading. So I feel this is you. 8 of Pentacles is about mastery. It's about what you put your time and your energy and your focus into. It's about career. It's about money. I really think there's something you're going to see this year. You are, in your earth energy, you are a devoted, protective, energy, I'm sure, and willing to be of service to people and help people around you. It's almost like with the Eight of Pentacles, you've put in the time. Always doing and giving to others, working. I feel this energy, you know, and again, Eight of Pentacles is about career, and you have this Empress energy, you have this wheel. It's almost like you're done working for others. You're done devoting yourself to masters and working for other people. You're ready to become your own master. You're ready to create your own abundance. And I just feel that there's something you're here to do. But this awakening has this thing that you need to see, to observe, is the thing that you're kind of waiting for it to reveal itself. So just keep your light bright. Surrender any fears, anxieties, worries. Stay calm. Rest if you need to. But you're going to be awakened, and you're going to be busy. You're going to be real busy. And I am doing a chakra series for each and every sign. I'm about to start the throat chakras, but I will be getting to the third eye chakra. Let me just... I want to read you something, Capricorn, about your third eye chakra. The third eye chakra, the sixth chakra, is associated with our sixth sense. It is the center of our wisdom, spiritual insight, and intuition, which comes through your water energy. Water is the conduit between the spirit world and ours. When the third eye chakra is out of harmony, we focus only on our intellect and reject all spiritual aspects of ourselves. We do not trust. Wow. We do not trust nor are aware of our intuition, are only able to see the physical reality in life, and carry a lot of fear in regard to our inner wisdom. That's crazy. With the dreaming and the watching. Because it's time to see with your spiritual eye. When the third eye chakra is in harmony, we invite our intuition and awareness into everyday aspects of life. We trust our inner vision and act upon what our intuition tells us, which makes it stronger. And remember, you got the Queen of Wands with the third eye chakra. This is the discovery. This is where it's at. Wow. We have, I mean, this is where the power is at. This is where your power is. It's in your intuition. And this is what's coming into balance. This is what, this comes in, this awakening, and it creates balance. Because it is what you're missing. And look, you know. Her third eye. This. We have a deep knowing beyond what we can physically see, and even in touch with our clairvoyance, the gift of taking in intuitive information through sight and vision. Wow. Wow. Physical dysfunction. Life lesson to use insight and intuition to see past the physical. Physical body parts: brain, nervous system, eyes, ears, and nose. So it's funny because I have a friend who's a Capricorn, and she has trouble hearing. She always has since she was a little. She has hearing aids, and I sent her something for her ear chakras, and she said it was weird. It was like I felt something happening. Some like music I sent her to activate your ear chakras. So I just want to put that out there. So hopefully that resonates. This third eye chakra, however you, if it's out of harmony and you have issues with these systems in your body, these parts of your body, there's a reason. Physical dysfunction, brain tumor / hemorrhage, stroke, neurological disturbances. Apologize for that interruption. brain tumor, hemorrhage, stroke, neurological disturbances, blindness, deafness. To my dear friend, has to do with this part of you awakening. Full spinal difficulties, learning disabilities, seizures, headaches, blurred vision, mental emotional issues, self-evaluation, truth, intellectual abilities, feelings of adequacy, openness to the ideas of others, ability to learn from experience, emotional intelligence. Because to have emotional intelligence is to understand all of the realms of water, which is not just about feeling and emotions, it's about your sixth sense, your intuition, and any other abilities, clairaudience, which is hearing in the divine realm, hearing the spirits, hearing the divine realms. Sometimes I wonder if people who are schizophrenic, actually, how many of them actually have clairaudience. Possible causes of energy blocks: a lack of trust in one's intuition. And there's crystals: lapis lazuli, amethyst, fluorite, lepidolite, sugilite, tanzanite, clear quartz, star sapphire, and kyanite. Essential oils: lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood. From the Chakra Healing book. Capricorn, I hope you see, and I mean that literally and figuratively, I hope that you see. This is quite powerful. You know, and just remember too, the owl is about seeing in the dark as well. These are all cards of seeing. And you have the Magician. This is the year that you become the Magi. Right? And you are the flowering Magi. You are in bloom this year. And I'm really excited to see the rest of your readings. Congratulations, Capricorn. And Happy New Year.